Beginner Piano Lessons, Note Values. Brought to you by www.pianomother.com. In order to read a music piece, we need to know the note values and names of each note. The following section shows us the different values of notes, that is, how long each note lasts. 4 beats, called a semibreve, whole note. 3 beats, called a dotted minim, dotted half note. 2 beats, called a minim, half note. 1 beat, called a crotchet, quarter note. Half a beat, called a quaver, eighth note. Quarter of a beat, called a semiquaver, 16th note. Did you get it? Now you're ready to read more notes. Music is written on a group of 5 lines called staves. Notes are written on lines, or in spaces. Keyboard music uses 2 staves. One is for the top half of the instrument. The symbol at the beginning of the line is called the treble clef, sometimes called the G clef. In piano music, this calls for the use of right hand. The other is for the bottom half of the instrument. The symbol at the beginning of the line is called the bass clef, sometimes called the F clef. Bass clef calls for the use of the left hand. The 2 staves are joined by a bracket. Usually the notes on the upper stave are played with the right hand, and the notes on the lower stave are played with the left hand.
The arpeggio. This again consists of 3 chords, 3 arpeggios on 3 different chords, and this is how it goes. First is the arpeggio on A major, that is then E major, then D major. As you can see that the D major arpeggio is a bit longer and I find it a bit more inconvenient to play. Anyway, so what I'll try to do is I'll put a beat on the background, and the tempo of this beat is very similar to that of the actual song, and I'd suggest you to practice each of these arpeggios on the different chords individually before you try to combine them and play them together back to back. So with the beat, for each of the chords, I'll play the arpeggio in 25% of the speed twice, then 50% of the speed twice, then in the normal tempo. So the idea is, in the slowest speed, you should be able to pause this video and figure out which are the notes being played, what is the sequence of that, and the fingering as well. So, and as you gain confidence, you should be able to play in the higher tempo. So here goes. Repeat. Now we go to the arpeggio on E major, that is repeat. together, this is how this sound. Okay, now we come to the second part, which is My David, Don't You Worry. It has the first chord in this part is C sharp minor, which is then D, A, E. You might want to arpeggiate this part as well, and I prefer this way, which is during the song, this is how the transition occurs. And now the final part. This is the part that I'm most uncertain about. That's because there's too much music being played and I can't really figure out which notes are being played. So I think this has 4 chords, which is A minor, then F, then E, E, and then finally A. So, and I think the arpeggio goes like this in the Come to Us Lazarus part. Repeat. Then on F, which goes like then the E arpeggio is just the same as before, which is so put them all together. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoy and happy practicing.